let's start here with the third house. So the third house is everything to do with communication. So I've already said that that's going to be highlighted with all this Gemini energy going on, solar new moon, solar eclipse, and Mercury retrograde as well. So third house has everything to do with communication, written, verbal, body language. It's also to do with contracts and documents. So something coming in to do with that. It can also be hearing news or receiving news, or hearing something, or, you know, something coming in. It's also to do with sort of short journeys that may be possible, car journeys that require a bit of planning, maps and so on. And it can also be communication to do with specific people in your life. This can be general relatives, aunts, uncles, cousins, siblings, and even neighbors may come in as well. But very important, all forms of communication. So choose your words with care. Saturn truth. So this is saying that with the Saturn energy, it can be revealing a truth. So you may be hearing a truth coming in for you, or you may just be receiving something, some sort of validation may be coming in for you. But Saturn is always about, it's your ruler, it's your natural ruler. So I do expect that on the 13th of June, when Saturn and Uranus square up to each other, I think, you know, something will possibly come out of that. But with Saturn, it is all about bringing systems and structure and foundations, you know, working on your foundations, having goals and having a plan. It's also about maturity and authority as well. In some cases, it can be karmic things, and in other cases, it can be to do with time, you know, managing time and so on, and the past. But I think in this case, it's in your third house, and then you have golden opportunity, your money at the top. So it could be very well that you are hearing something, or you are receiving a contract or a document. As I said, it could be a validation, or it could be something which you have been waiting for, some kind of acknowledgement, or something that's going to assist you in some way to move forward. But this is a slow moving energy. So it could very well just be the very beginning of something. And now you have to come up with a plan. Now you have to bring in systems and structure in order to bring about this golden opportunity. So you may be following a ladder or a goal, something that is an ambition of yours, or something that you just need to structure or be systematic about. It could also be that this has just passed or is going to pass, and then you're going to move forward into something. So some clearing of the way. But with Saturn, always your foundations in anything, whatever aspect it is in your life, and this is coming into your third house, it's always going to signify a foundation in your life. And if that foundation is wobbly or cracked or unstable in any way, it will fall away under the energy, under the weight of Saturn. So it needs to, it's always working towards a structure and system, being systematic and having a plan, having a goal, and having a strong foundation. So all of that is going to be pertinent in this situation. So whatever, if it's related to a contract or a document or even a conversation, whatever the situation may be, it's saying that it needs to be strong. It needs to be built strong or created strong. And normally under the aspect of Saturn, that is the case. Whatever you create under the rays of Saturn will be strong because it's a hard taskmaster. It could also be that you may have a boss or a manager or something that you're grappling with or something that you're dealing with, which has been difficult or is, really about a lot of hard work, a lot of grind, a shoulder to the wheel type of energy. So that it could very well be indicating that this is a period you have been through and it's now culminating and you're going to get a result. Or it could be that you just need to buckle up, and really apply yourself at this time, or build something which has got a very strong foundation, because it's going to help you ultimately in the end, no matter what goes on here. Your golden opportunity, important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. So I feel that whatever you put in place or whatever you have been working on and you have put in place, you're going to get a result, or you're going to get some kind of something coming in to do with that, which is then going to open a door for you. And it could very well be the result of your hard work or of your planning or of your structuring and so on. Or it could be that a truth is now revealed and now you have an opportunity coming in. So just see how it comes in. But if there's anything that was wobbly or is wobbly in your life, it will be restructured. And it's best to work with Saturn in that energy. You can't fob it off or hide it under the rug. That simply won't happen. So Yamanya, golden opportunity. It's something that's coming straight for you. It's intended for you. It's coming directly for you. It's coming in on the tide. She's looking very happy. She has a dolphin in the background. It always symbolizes joy and happiness. So this is about something that's coming in for you. It's saying that you don't hesitate or procrastinate about this opportunity coming in, because this is really, it's built for you. And all your wisdom, all your skills, all your experience, everything that makes up you, is going to accompany you into this experience. So dive in, grasp it with both hands, because it really is a wonderful opportunity. Okay, we have got the 12th house here. So the 12th house and Pisces go together. Pisces rules the 12th house. So this is very much a double whammy energy. And as I said, Jupiter is passing through there at the moment, and Jupiter can provide an opportunity. This Jupiter could actually be, if you work with Saturn, if you work with Saturn's energies, then as the transits happen, then when Jupiter comes around, you get a benefit, you get a reward, because you've put the work in with Saturn. Then Jupiter backs it up with some kind of reward or result. So it could very well be to do with that, but it's, as I said, Jupiter is in the Pisces sign at the moment, and so this could very well be symbolizing a breakthrough or luck or some sort of expansion for you. Now, being in Pisces, this could be musically. You've got Sarasvati here, or to do with the arts, or something that you do that's very creative. It could be something to do with that, some sort of breakthrough, some sort of expansion. It could also be to do with a healing field, if you're in the healing field, or any aspect. Pisces can also be is linked to Neptune, and that could also be to do with the film industry. Anything that's involved with the stage work or something like that, something that is got a lot of creativity or artistic requirements. Then we have, as I said, this very expansive energy of Jupiter. The 12th house also deals with all unconscious things. Now, this rules about 90% of your life. So this is your unconscious aspects. And this can be behavioral patterns. It can be what drives you. It can be programming. And it can be aspects of you that have been set in place for a long period of time. They may not even be necessarily yours. You could have seen it in somebody else while you were growing up, and you've taken it on board. That's what programming is. So it's some aspect to do that, but it's behind the scenes. It's underneath. And this kind of dictates a large portion of your behavior. It can also be your spirituality being aspected in some way here, because when the 12th house and Pisces are activated, it can be really enhancing your connection to the divine, to God, to source, to prime creator, whatever is right for you. And you're able to connect in a really transcendent way. And this is to do with spirituality, but it can also be to do with like channeling or spiritual insights, or just insights for yourself. You could be channeling incredible imagination and inspiration to do with your craft, whatever it is that you're doing. So really you can connect on an incredible level. That is possible. It can also be to do with perhaps retreating a little bit, or just spending time on your own on a regular basis in order to connect with that transcendent energy and download what you need to help you move forward in some way, whether this is the result of something to do with your creative side, or whether it's a spiritual aspect that you're dealing with. It could also be karma related. It could also be soulmate related as well. So whatever it is, it can also be, just, as I said, taking time out. And in some cases that can translate into escaping. So this can be taking a break, just removing yourself from the milieu, from everything that's going on, to connect to your creative or your artistic side or your musical side, to just pull back because it's necessary to do that, to retreat. All right. But it can also be escapist behavior. And this means like trying to get away from something which you just simply don't want to face, or you feel unable to face because of that underlying programming that you have, or an underlying fear, or self-defeating behavior. Pisces in 12th house can bring up a lot of aspects to do with that. Self-defeating behavior can be self-sabotage, addictions to things, anything really. And this can be, really hold you back. Anything that inhibits you, anything that holds you back, anything that drains your energy, all of those aspects can come in. And then we also have, as I said, the healing side of things. Now, this can be healing for yourself, channeling that down, or just going about a healing process to help yourself with whatever is going on. Or it could be that you are using your healing abilities in order to help others. The 12th house in Pisces are always about service to others in some way. So if you are that way inclined spiritually and so on, or healing abilities, or even you may be in the healing field, whether you're a doctor or a therapist of some kind, or a natural therapist, whatever it is, using those abilities will be especially important right now, but it could also be artistic or creatively or musically involved. So aspecting, all of that. But it can also, as I said, be things to do with karma, your inheritance in that regard, or things that you've come here to work on this time around. And that could be involved with a partner, a soulmate, what you've got come here to work together on. And all sorts of soulmates issues can come up. It can also be that you're meeting somebody right now, and it could be connected to your art or your craft or your creativity. Or it could be you have this in common. And that's what binds you. Or it could be that you're already with this person, and what you need to do is actually enhance this aspect of your relationship. And that, as I said, is express yourself through creative activities, whatever that may be. It could be music or art or drawing or painting or dancing, whatever it is. And in some cases, this can also be to do with the ending of something or the resolution of something. So you could have had a troubling aspect and now you're getting over it. And using the arts can help you tremendously to do that. All right. Because it brings you into the present moment. And that is, as I said, is where you make that's where you make all your decisions. That's where you have to make them. It could also be that, you may also be, going to having an experience in an institution of some kind. Now, this can be like a university or a library or a government institution or any kind of place which has got power and authority, your experiences there. So for some of you, it may be an institution like a university or something like that, where you are going, you're using your skills in some way there. It could even be a hospital. It can also be that with this very strong Pisces and 12th house energy, that you do really need to put boundaries in and make sure that you have boundaries in place in order to create time for you to do these activities. Even if you feel it, if it's just a little hobby or something that you like to do, just for yourself, that's fine. But it could also be a profession that you're in, and you need to create more time, or you need to change something up to create more connection in this regard. So it's about, putting boundaries in with others or with other situations, so that you're not being drained or pulled in to other situations, and then you're detracting from what it is that you really need to be doing for yourself. So, there can be also with the Pisces and 12th house energy, a lot of overwhelm. And this can come in to do with a number of things, various things happening, because you dive deep when you go into the unconscious. And sometimes confusion can set in. So all of these aspects coming in, but I do feel it's a transcendent thing. You're connecting to your creativity or artistic ability or music ability or whatever it is. And you have really huge opportunity to create something or to overcome something if that is the case, or to leave an inhibition behind. This could be lack of self-confidence, or having no faith in your abilities, or shyness, or whatever it is. And this is all programming. Okay. It's something that you've learnt. And something that you can perhaps, overcome, and move on from.